Hey VC, what's going on? It's me. It's my second video today. If I post it today, if not, it's tomorrow's video. In the background, we got Paula Cole playing. From her brand new album, Paula Cole. This is a fantastic album. I've only had it a day, but I'm really enjoying it. It is an album of standards called American Quilt. And it's not like Willie Nelson's standard album where he, did the Sinatra, the Croner generation, which is fine. This is really deep-rooted in American music, Americana. In the background now, we got Black Mountain Blues. She also has on here Good Morning Heartache. She redoes the Johnny Cash song, God's Gonna Cut You Down. She does a really, really cool job with that one. Wayfaring Stranger. What a Wonderful World. Just a fantastic album. I remember Paula Cole, when she came out with her first album that really made a big impression. I think it was called This Fire. She's also known for doing a song that was on One Tree Hill or Notting Hill, one of those two shows. But she's much more than just a pop singer. She really got her roots in country music, and this album shows it. Where Have All the Cowboys Gone is another song she did, kind of a hot country song from back in the day. And this is fantastic. And this is on Amazon right now for $12.40. And yeah, I know some people don't believe in supporting Amazon. It's evil. It's satanic. But when you're going to save a couple bucks, $12.40, free shipping if you have Prime, I really encourage you to go over and check this out. Very, very roots music. I'm loving every minute of this fantastic album. I'm really glad I picked it up. I'll show you the gatefold again. Does a killer version of the Johnny Cash song. Absolutely wonderful version. So I highly recommend this album. And on my last video, I had shown this album I had just got in the mail. Danny Gatton. It's on my mind just went blank. Acoustic Sounds, music on vinyl. There's only 1,000 copies of this made. It's Danny Gatton. It's from my home area. So I had to jump on this. I had the cassette almost 30 years ago. And I told you I'd check back with you and tell you, but this album absolutely sounds amazing. So if you're into guitar music, he calls himself Redneck Jazz. Because he's from the DC area, okay? And if you grew up there, you knew you were right there in the city. You had the blues, you had jazz. Baltimore is famous for its hard rock, which is just, an hour away. You go out in the country, 30 minutes outside of DC, and you're in the middle of, at that time, you're in the middle of the country, hillbilly music. And he incorporated all that into this style of music he did that he labeled himself as Redneck Jazz. That's not me saying it. That's Danny Gatton calling himself Redneck Jazz. Great album. Highly recommended if you're into guitar music, whether it's blues or jazz, a little rockabilly. And this album, for all my friends out there that like Americana, this. Glenn Calloway, I thought of you when I heard this. Fantastic album. And also from Amazon, I picked up Clutch. Only thing I know about Clutch is a friend of mine's little brother plays in the band. friend I had growing up. This is a reissue, and on this album, I think the songs on here were re-recorded for this album. They do a killer version of Fortunate Son by CCR. Passive Restraints is a wonderful song. Really, really good. Run John Barleycorn Run. Run John Barleycorn Run. Really good album. Yeah, I grew up in that area. That's where Clutch is from. I had one of their 45s for years and years. I've told this story before, so if you heard it, I'm sorry. But before Clutch ever signed any type of record deal, I think they may have been out of high school. They're probably right out of high school. They made a 45, and Dan Maines gave me a copy of it, and I held on to it for years and years, and I finally gave it away to a guy who was a huge Clutch fan, and I really, really regret giving that 45 away. But I'm glad I finally got a Clutch album in my possession. And I just wanted to talk about these two albums, plus mention the Danny Gatton again. Just let everyone know. If you saw my video this morning, I told you I was going to check back in. Sounds amazing. And now it's time for shout outs. Christian Osorio. This guy is fantastic, man. He's into hard rock and metal, but he listens to all types of stuff. Also, a new channel to me, Stephanie West. Stephanie West, new to her channel. I've only seen 3 or 4 of her videos. I'm trying to catch up on them. She does a great job of displaying the albums, getting into talking about the music. A wonderful channel. The Old Gray Goat. We all know the Old Gray Goat. A lot of people don't know about the Old Gray Goat is he was one of the original members of the Village People. Glenn Kellaway, I mentioned him a second ago. Glenn, check out this album if you haven't heard it. Glenn is up in Canada. Fantastic channel. Harry's Music Room. Please check out Harry's Music Room. And guys, do yourself a favor and take a minute out of your day to be good to somebody. Peace. And somebody will probably end up being good to you. It's kind of like goes in circles like that. Peace.